So welcome back to Rise of the Ghurids. And of course, we return as Farzin, who picked up Golden Sovereign. This guy is going to make us stupidly rich, or that's the plan anyway. Now today, like I did say at the end yesterday, we are ambitious, so it's time to start acting on those ambitions, right? We've been to university, we've done a big pilgrimage, we've picked up an amazing new capital that pretty soon can start making us a lot of money, but we need to now start actually going for Bactria. Now, we've already defeated the Ghurids once, so if we can become illustrious, I think we maybe do a nice duchy war and take like that. A nice big chunk of land in the middle, but in the meantime, we do need to get a lot more prestige. So let's think. There's a grand tournament. It is quite far away. Do we have make haste? No. Yeah, there's no way we're making that. That is way too far away. I mean, we could host our own grand tournament, or maybe grand tour. Do like a majesty tour. We only have one vassal though. So, I mean, it's quite a small tour. It probably won't get us much of anything, to be honest. So I think hunt is our best option. So I say we start today off with a hunt, pick up some prestige. You know what? We may as well bring some Silk Road merchants with us. We don't need mercenary guards. And we're going to go flushing gangs and max party size. So this is going to cost us 176 gold, but hopefully it can earn us a nice chunk of prestige if we come back with anything. Anyway, so there we go. I will be hosting a hunt in Barmain. This confused me because this is called Barmain, then so is this Holden here. There's two Barmains, but this is the one with all the good stuff that can be built. So this is going to stay our capital for quite some time, and I have a new system with recording this. I'm going to be recording one every single day. Before, I was trying to bulk record and it just became unmanageable. So I'm like one video ahead and then I'm going to record one every single day. So all of your comments will then make a difference in only like 2 videos time. So I can do the comments before I go to bed, and then in 2 videos after you do your comments, then I can actually talk about your comments and stuff and actually put them into work. So last episode, I did ask for some advice on a culture. So hopefully in the next one, I would have seen those. And we can get to work on that culture of mounting dwellers. But my hunt is about to begin, and I am yet to name a master of the hunt. So this is the guy who came to us from our marshal recommending him. So you know what? Let's make him a master of the hunt. And who is this? Our marshal. He assembles the party as the sun rises over the camp. In the dry lands near Barmain, my many gamekeepers and flushers have been pouring over the area for tracks and fumes. A stout buck is definitely in the area, and conditions could hardly be better for hunting it. So an antelope, a hyena, or a fox. I mean, you know what? We'll go with an antelope. And we need a steward. And we have our vassal there, so we're going to make him our steward with 19 stewardship. So my Ashwar Blush is crouched down on the ground, humming cheerfully, picking delphiniums. He appears to have lost all interest in the hunt. Gershar, what a bounty of nature. Look at these plants. Truly, the wealth of the earth knows no bounds. So get back on your horse. Yes, come on. We need to get this hunt done. Lying in wait. So my huntsman has pointed out a scheduled clearing downwind of the beast's covert. A perfect place to form our bow line and await the antelope driven. So a great suggestion. We can ambush it or try and corner it. We'll ambush it. Caught in trap. So who is this? Our chancellor and our baron underneath us. Okay. So he and I pad on foot over some troublesome ground. I almost jump out of my skin at the sound of an almighty yelp. I turn to see my chancellor sprawled on the ground, a snare tightly choking his calf. He howls in pain. My leg. I didn't see the blasted thing. So he picked up wounded. Nice. But you know what? We must press on. Our plans were for naught. Clever thing. We failed. So we return empty-handed. Picked up 225 prestige. That's decent. Not too bad. Oh, and we just had another daughter, Yazaman. So we've got 3 daughters and 1 son. Firas, of course. And he's looking okay so far. We can try and influence his personality again. But what is this? After a long day of travel, the horizon starts to bleed into warm colors. I take a moment to pause, close my eyes, and breathe. Careful. My caravan leader screams, pointing at the desert mountains beyond the path we follow. What looks like a small rodent is running into the wild. After it, I figure I easily recognize. Mitten's my pet. Can we find it? It doesn't take much to track the growling and broken twigs down their origin. Mitten sits over a leaf litter, licking paws from the blood of victim. The squirrel is almost unrecognizable. Adventurous pet. It gets what? It gets... Oh, we gain prowess. I thought the pet was going to get prowess then. But so far, he's diligent and arrogant. I say, let's try and make him ambitious. Please work. That would be really big for us. I approach my son with the question, do you like being a child? No, he wrinkles his nose. Adults treat me like a hound. They always tell me what to do. Prove their folly to them. Show eagerness. Strive to be more than you are unless you want to be contemplated like a child, even as your body withers with age. I don't care, sighs Firaz. We failed. Great. Quarrel. Upon entering the local quarry, I spot several spindly and dirty children helping their famished parents with the heavy work. Food appears to be sparse in this area. A bit further up the landing, the quarry foreman is having an argument with Sayamu, who appears to be a spokesperson for the workers. This is unacceptable, my lord. We cannot afford enough food and have gone to bed hungry for months now. Our children are starving. Our strength is dwindling. Okay, so what can we do? Upper gear, we can pay 105 gold and it gets well-fed workers, or hunger keeps the motivation up. I mean, you know what? Let's be nice. Let's feed the local people. Travel arrival. There we go. We have returned home. And now what we need to do is start working on expansion. The Ghurids would be nice, but we don't have any claims and we can't do duchy wars. So instead, let's actually start expanding up this way. We're going to go for all these like people that are green here. They're going to be our first target. And now, we've been talking about Bactria for some time, but now it's actually time to start making some proper progress. Now, we can only do county ones. So going for people with only a county works best for now. Our army is looking nice and good as well. So we're going to raise them up here. And we should have no problem doing this on our own. She has one ally. But hopefully, I think our army is enough to take on both of them. Could call allies, but we're not going to bother. We could demand payments, but we're going to leave it. Choplicker, Day of Sorrow. My dog, Choplicker, has been a source of companionship and wonder over the years, but she's not as young as she once was, and health has been ailing as of late. I kneel beside her. She starts wagging her tail slowly, but she cannot raise her head. I sit with her long into the night, petting her silver back until the tail stills. I miss you, Choplicker. Oh, I will forever remember you. We get a fearsome dog hide. 5%? Or night effectiveness. I'm sorry, Choplicker, but you make quite the impressive hide. So once we become a king, that's going on our walls. Now, of course, right now, we are trying to romance our wife, but there is no woman lovelier than her. In her presence, my words often fail me. None of my compliments even do her justice. Perhaps a carefully drafted poem would better capture her virtue. So, I mean, she's quite fearless, so we're gonna go with that. And let's get in there and get to war. And there we go. Your love is like stars in the sky. I have no other desire but to hear your voice again, that I may know if your prowess carries off in the battlefield. Please, be the Cleopatra to my Marcus Antonius. She must have liked my poem. But we're about to jump onto their capital and pretty soon get into a battle. But what is this? The beating? What in the world has happened to my son Firaz? He is all bruised and beaten, and he refuses to name who did this to him. Was it another child, or did he pester a noble to the point of fury? Now, he has all but stopped talking. So he can become shy, the enemies are everywhere, he becomes paranoid, or you should have run away, child, he becomes craven. Damn, this is bad. Craven is the best choice. So we are going to go with Craven. That's going to get us some stress, but the last thing we need is a shy air. We'll teach him, if you need to, run away. But oh no, mental break imposter. Recently, I feel like I am not worthy of the Gashardam of Ghur. Do other rulers doubt themselves as I doubt myself? Now we have irritable, so we're going to use that when we can. There we go. We have begun our siege, and they're coming in for battle, which I don't see going very well for them. No way. Can we get an elephant? A guard approaches me with an elephant in tow, and only one that looks more surprised about the situation than me is the poor elephant itself. I found this creature wandering in the courtyard. There has been some rumors lately about an escaped elephant in the area, and I expect this one is the cause. So we can get a pet elephant. Yes. Tajiki, you know, that's a cool name. So we have Tajiki, the elephant now. How have we bagged an elephant? Now, we're going to go to this, pick up centralization. What I need to do is, I don't believe, we need a keeper of the menagerie. So we're going to do that. And then the elephant is allowed to actually roam free. Which I want to see what an elephant can get up to, wandering free in our court. Oh no, unpleasant pleasantries. I'm attending a dance in Balmain to spend some time with Pariah. The mere thought of touching hands makes my heart jump, but when I arrive, I find her stuck in a conversation with my steward. The vile man drones on, totally oblivious to Pariah's discomfort. I will take her place. Enough, you are boring the lady to death. Yeah, come on. But once this is sieged, there we go. We can enforce demands, and we have picked up another county, but we do not stop here. Oh, is this one big county? Yeah, this is it now. This is what we're doing right now. The rest of today anyway, or as long as I can, until we run out of prestige, I guess. Now, our cat has charmed Golgun the dwarf. They haven't had any children, sadly. Kind of hoping they would have some children together, but that is not seeming likely. But we are going to keep at this now. War. Fatimids still growing strong. Abyssids, and this guy, he's not having the same luck, to be honest. He's not growing as much, but we'll see what happens to him. We are going to keep an eye on them, and we'll see if any more arrive even closer to us pretty soon. The wild hunt. So Pariah suggested a hunt. I did not hesitate to organize one. I'm stalking through the underbush, my page at my heel and my hound just ahead. It seems as if I have found a trail. And then suddenly my concentration is shattered by a woman's scream. So we're going to try and save her. Within what must have been a minute but felt like an hour, I reach a clearing. Pariah is on the ground before me, disheveled and weaponless. Opposite her, and just about to strike, stands a huge stag. My arrow strikes true, and the beast falls to the ground. For a moment, all Pariah can do is stare. Then she stumbles towards me and throws herself in my arms. I need you, my love, right here and now. She becomes our soulmate, and she is pregnant with another child. Hopefully, I would like another son, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. Ooh, we had this before with our tiger, and it was playing with our kid. It did attack them, but hopefully they can become friends this time. But this is saying, we're probably going to lose this. You know what? I think we can do it. Let's just hold out. Got to have some bullies in our army, so let's go for it. Come on, please win. And Afshan, our daughter, come of age, and she picked up Mastermind Philosopher, but there was never any doubt. I mean, she was picking up great traits the whole time. Now, they've come in split up, so that should give us enough of an advantage to win this battle, hopefully. Chancellor died. Fantastic. But no, we got unlucky again. I find her in the garden, my elephant Tajiki trumpeting. So the elephant attacked her. Maybe every time that event happens, they do actually attack. We can make our nephew our chancellor. He is our vassal now. He has this land for here. So he has Kabul. So you know what? He can be our chancellor. Well, there we go. We won that battle, so we can start sieging. Now, my injured daughter. So you know what? We will pay for a court physician. This guy, he seems pretty good. He's going to cost us 80 gold. But, you know, our daughter has been injured. And it's always good to have a court physician. And we just had a son as well. Nassar. That's a great name. Right, just seen a pop up there. We are now the cultural head. Of course, eventually we're going to make our own. But I'm going to start focusing on mustering grounds. And when he's an adult, unless we have more counties than him, he is just going to be the cultural head again. So it might only be temporary. So focusing on mustering grounds, I think, is a good choice there. And for our daughter, do no more than what is necessary. And there we go. Picked up another county again. So we're making really good progress now. And this guy as well, we are going to conquer county against him. Then after this guy, we are going to have to pick up and try and reach Illustrious. And then we can do duchy wars against these two. But while there's still some counties left, we may as well go for them. And this guy wants to arrange a betrothal between our niece. We're going to say no. Doesn't get us an alliance. We'll work on those soon. But for now, let's just focus on making sure we win. You just joined. Damn, we do have allies ourselves though. So we're going to call our friend over here. There we go. Look, we can always rely on this guy to help us win when we start to lose. So that is exactly what we're going to do. But we haven't expanded much yet. That's why today I really want to work on expansion. But we have culture clash. Most of the commoners living in... Where is this? The county we just took are of Pamiri descent, proud of their traditions. It does not sit well with them that they must serve a foreigner like myself when their neighbor shares their culture and history. Teach them of the superiority of the Tajik culture. I do not care if they keep their weird traditions. Let's try and teach them of our superiority. It worked. So we just got their culture to change for free. That is huge. Changing culture takes such a long time. Promising business deals. So the work I have done building up relations with the local Middle Eastern community has paid off. They've recently agreed to partner with me in a number of advantageous business deals. Through their networks on the Silk Road, we will surely together earn a great profit. So we got 0.4 more tax a month. I will take that. But let's head back up there now with our allies and hopefully win this. Ooh, another invasion. The Chola are perhaps one of the longest ruling dynasties in the world. It is said they were in power back in the 3rd century BC, during the time of Myra and Alexander's conquest of the Achaemenid Empire. While surrounding dynasties rose and fell from power, the Chola were quietly ruling in the rich valleys of the Godavari River. But however, this guy has decided that now the time is right to unify southern India and turn the region into a long-lasting center of influence. So another invasion now, this time down in India. So we'll keep an eye on him, see how he gets along. Oh, converted claim. So my Purohit frets all through the day, evidently attempting to find the right words. At last, as we make our way to dine, he begins sheepishly. My liege, I hear rumors that Cheyenne, the Emir of Balkh, has come to see you as the focus of his enmity. He talks openly about the illegitimate Gusha of Balmain, who daily usurps his rightful lands and revenues. Ha, that venomous swine. So, we are now rivals with this guy. He still kind of likes me, though, so, I mean, it's not too bad. Maybe, if we get duchy wars, maybe we just go for him. You know what? Maybe we just end it and go, you know what? Well, we're going to come for your land then. Right, we have our allies. It's saying we're going to lose, but I don't think it's taken into account. You know what? Let's actually go and siege his allies' land. For now, maybe he will kind of leave that tile, because it's kind of hard to attack somebody who is just camping on the mountains. No, it's just saying we're going to lose. So you know what? Let's call another ally. We're going to call this guy. He's really close. So we'll just call him. It's a waste of prestige. It's not what I want to be doing, but I would rather do that than lose this war and end up paying 379 gold. We're going to let him make his way towards us. And what is this? You want to arrange a betrothal. Does get us an alliance, but that is our player here and son. So I do want to find a bit of a better alliance for him. Is he going to come up here and join me or what? He's just going down there to siege. Great. Right, I kind of need him to come up here and help me fight. So there's Diaz. I kind of need him to come up here and help me fight. Not siege. We're down 60% right now. A word of advice. So I saunter between the market stalls of Balmain, a heavy pouch tugging at my belt. How do I make this coin work for me? As I admire the ways of a local smith. Good steel, a sound investment, my steward suddenly appears at my side. A word of advice, my liege. Have a look at the jeweler's stall over there. Their ways might be simple, but their potential is great. So we can invest in a smithy and we get 10% less army gold maintenance, or a jeweler's workshop, 70% chance we get 5% more monthly prestige, and 20% more holding taxes. You know what? That's worth the risk. Look at that. So we're gaining a lot of extra gold there. That's huge for us. And we become friends with our steward as well, which is nice. We just got to go for it. Our allies are not following us from it. If we walk back and then just head straight in there now, hopefully our allies are going to follow us, because right now they're just not helping us. But we have another mental break, and this time we're just going to go and use athletic. Right, so you know what? Let's just get in there. It's saying we're going to win now, actually. So you know what? Let's get in there, take them out, siege this, and we should win. This guy wants to give me a weasel. We can just gain 55 gold instead. We're going to do that. You want a truce, and you'll pay me 210 gold. He says, you and I should be friends, not foes. Please accept this gift in exchange for your signature on a treaty of mutual goodwill. 15-year truce. Do we need any of his land, though? That's the important part. No. Well, we're definitely going to accept that. And there we go. 100%. Now, it was a little bit tougher than the other ones we faced, but that's okay. Right now, we have expanded quite a lot so far today, which is great. The thing we need now, we need to be illustrious, so we can just do duchy wars, and then we can take over all these people in like one war, which will save us a lot of time. That will, though, give us some vassals who probably are not exactly going to like us. Pay ransom. Yeah, well, ransom any prisoners we have away. There's no point keeping them. They're not doing us any good in the prisons. Look at that. 734 gold, but this one's important. Firaz was a natural administrator from birth. It should surprise no one that he has come far in his studies of the management of the realm. Okay. He's picked up Fortune Builder. It's not exactly what I want. Oh, a lot of people were telling me as well that I should appoint a vizier. That does help with like taxes and stuff. Can I appoint my son? No, I can't. Okay, so we have our steward and friend. So if you appoint him, oh, we can't do it if they're already on the council. Okay. So what about you? Okay, we need prestige for it. Okay. Well, I just noticed I want to check in on my vassals quickly and my family before we continue on expanding. Right now, we're up to over 3,000 men. Our dynasty has grown to 18 living members as well, which is really nice. And if I check the dynasty tree, as you can see, it all started with Suri anyway. That's where we started. We're now playing as his son Farzin. Natharan died, but his son is my chancellor and vassal. Fatima, of course, that is with the other people, the Zumbills. So her children are doing stuff over there. Mona has had 3, but she's over there with the Zumbills as well. Freyba died, and my niece hates me, and she is our vassal, so she has a county title. Gulgun the Dwarf has had 1 child, and then Rostam, he of course died as well, had 2 children, vassals and stuff, which is great, and then our half-sister has never had any children. So looking at our vassals, we have the son of Naharan, who has this county up here, and then we also have Rostam's son, doesn't really like me, because he's a title claimant, he wants a seat on the council, so maybe we should actually make him our steward instead, to be honest. I think having friendlier terms with him is much more important. And then we have you up here with this county, because we did grant it to this guy. He was married to our sister, so then her children could get the throne, which has worked out. And again, she doesn't really like me, but she's not exactly good or anything to go on the council, so she's just going to have to manage with that. And then we also have then our barons underneath us, but they're not too important. One of them is of the wrong faith, though. Or 2 of them are, actually. But you know what? They're not causing us any problems just yet. So we're going to leave them to that. And the Zumbills are doing well for themselves as well still. 2,500 men now almost. And they have these tribesmen. They don't seem great, but you know what? If that's what they want. They do have special soldiers, though. But a secret exposed. Although there is no way to conclusively prove it, Valley Permain has brought forward evidence that my niece was fathered by Ismali, a commoner. This guy was our marshal, right? Oh, mother, I am not sure what to say, how to feel. So, Gulgun's daughter, the father was Ismali, and I'm 100% sure he was my marshal at some point. I do remember him. So actually, he's the father, not the dwarf. Who would have known? Great. Fantastic. I don't think they're going to have any children together. What's this? Challenge for House Head. We've had this loads of times. We're going to have to accept it. And then arrange betrothal. My son. We're not going to marry my son off just yet. But we've gone through this event 10 times already. So I'm probably not going to do it again. There we go. We have had another son. So actually now our 3rd son. So let's find a suitable name. Salah. There we go. So we have Firaz. And then we have Nasser and Salah. Fantastic. What I need to do, though, we are desperately in need of becoming illustrious, and we do actually have a deer sighting up here. So I say, let's do another hunt. You know what? 2 hunts today. Why not? We have 881 gold, actually. Oh, we're making 15. We got this 10% extra from stress. From domain, we're making 12. Well, main's making us 2. Vassals, 2. So we're making really good money now. So let's get another hunt. Fresh start. I can't wait. There we go. And let's see if we can become illustrious. But it seems our caravan has become a little lost in these foreign lands. Our master of the hunt has been trailing us around Baglan for hours. Though he at last swallowed his pride and asked for direction, he does not appear to be an expert East Iranian speaker. There we go. We gained 7 days. Look at that speed. A lowly delicacy. So on our way through Kisham, we appear to have stumbled into a local food market. Everywhere, peasants and nobles of every culture and tongue clamor around exotic food stalls, the air thick with fragrances I have never even imagined. My nose is drawn to a lowly stall stacked with dish I could only dream of, and pulled out my haze by the halting grasp of pariah. Do not waste your palate on this slop, my lord. Sambusas are for peasants. We have much finer food at home. So we can say, we are the Gashar, so we can just refuse and ignore it, but yeah, I can't believe I almost ate this garbage. So our caravan master is in charge of our food supplies, and sheepishly revealed our provisions are now all but useless, having been poorly stored. So we can eat the moldy food. Yeah, that seemed to go okay. Actually, we didn't get ill. Hopefully nobody else did, but Silk Road trade. Let's gamble. 97 gold. Sticks in the wheel, and we seem to get this event every time we travel. A quarrelsome lot. So as we trek through Ishkarmish, our caravan has stopped at a clearing bordered by sparse pines. I proceed towards the commotion only to find Dar and Abdul Latif having an irate row. There's only one way to solve this. We let them fight. And, wait, Dar... Oh, yeah, I guess the other guy is our marshal. They're both decent fighters, though, but, Dar lost. So, you know what? Let's just get it settled with like that. Making camp. Here we go. So, Marab assembles the party as the sun rises over the camp in the valleys near Wakan. My men have been gathering sightings of the heart that roam the local area. My many gamekeepers and flushers have been pouring over the area for tracks and fumes. Let's get out there. And we've got Silk Road trade again. And we succeeded. Still haven't got the Silk Road merchant trait, though, sadly. But we have a moment alone. My lord, there's the heart. My wife Pariah gestures for me to follow her into the leafy bushes. Once we are hidden in the mountain, she turns and tugs my shirt over my head. Finally, some alone time, my rose. Oh, Pariah, we get fresh air and exercise. What kind of exercise, We're gonna do. But what about the heart? Sorry. Look, we need this to be success. We need to become illustrious. This is our route to fame. A beautiful specimen. In a rare moment of reprieve, I spend some time in silence, taking in the beauty of nature. As my stress melts away, I hear my soulmate, Pariah, softly laugh, my love. She holds up the bloody remains of a hare. I slew this nipper in your honor, a token of my dedication to forever fight by your side. Pariah smiles, admiring her handiwork. You look so at peace, I'm glad. She hastily plants a chaste peck on my cheek, as if we're the only ones in the world. So we can get a hare foot or lay with her. You know what? Let's lay with her. Let's try and get as many children as we can. And now we're lying in wait. So my huntsman has pointed out a secluded clearing downwind. This is what we had last time. So we are going to wait to ambush it again. Hopefully this time goes a bit better, because last time this didn't work. But the forest truly is the mantle of the poor. But as the heart flees in a panic from foraging peasants, I feel my patience wearing thin. Surely there must be better things to do in Wakan today than picking roots and mushrooms. So we can drive the rabble out. We get peasants denied food. Okay. A generous donation should keep them away long enough. Yeah. But we're not a terrible person, so we'll pay them to stay away. We're up to 1,000 gold, by the way, as well. Right now, we are starting to make really, really good money. Like, really good money right now. But, of course, on succession, we're not going to have 40 stewardship, right? So it is going to drop. Right now, look, we're getting 62% more domain taxes because this guy is insane at stewardship. So this is only for now. But while we can, let's milk it. But we watch for the heart from our concealed bow line, tensing with anticipation as the flushers, cries, and baying hounds grow closer. The brown buck suddenly leaps into the clearing ahead, antlers flailing, bounding straight towards us in terror. Hold, he's mine. 48% chance we do it. We can let this guy do it. 46% chance. Everybody now loose. Yeah, let's do that. Everybody shoot. Bounty of the wild. So, hunts like these are a pure joy. I cannot wait for next year. There is nothing quite like the thrill of bringing down a mighty beast. Zaradust directs the breaking up, clumsily skinning the carcass before letting the game masters take over. So I'll keep the memento. We get heart antlers. Yeah, we'll take it. And we are now illustrious. So let's get home. Sticks in the wheel, because of course we are. And there we go. We have returned home. What is this? People want to arrange betrothals with us. We're going to keep saying no, because we're going to leave it a little bit longer, and then we're going to work out some alliances on our own. Right now, the Taharids are not strong. We are much more powerful than the Taharids. We're making good money as well. So I want to start investing in our capital. I feel like I'm positive now that over time, we're going to take the rest of this duchy and we're going to build up like that insane mountain culture. So let's spend a little bit of money and increase our capital. We have this one, but we can't start making money until we have like mineralism and stuff, which is quite a while away. So there's not much we can just upgrade for now that can make us money, to be honest. So I don't know if there's any like good ways to invest in our land for now. So you know what? What are they in a war for? Someone's claim. Let's take this opportunity then. Declare war. Conquer duchy. Shall we do it? That is a major duchy. If we can take that, we are well on our way to forming Bactria. So let's go for it while the opportunity is there. We're going to call our allies. So we're going to call the Zumbills, and we're also going to call this guy up here as well. We could make maybe an alliance with one of our children. Our oldest is 21. Afshan, she's not married. What happened to her former spouse? He died of old age. Okay, so let's see if we can pull something out with her. Now, we do need their land, so that is not going to work. You know, I kind of want her to... There's no one good to marry, and I kind of want Afshan to stay at court and have children of our dynasty. So I'm probably not going to marry her off. So we're just going to leave it at that for now. And hopefully this is enough allies to win this. We're going to raise all our men. 4,000. And instantly, let's just get over there onto the war target. Our allies should be making their way. The Zumbills, actually, I don't think they've had a single war themselves. Or they've never called us to a war yet, I don't believe. In this life, anyway. So they're just kind of like chilling, doing their own thing. Not trying to expand. Maybe building up a little bit. But yeah, they've not done too much. You know what? Yeah, let's just start sieging the whole war target. I mean, there's quite a lot to siege. So some of it's already just been sieged as well. So we can siege that even quicker. But we're now on... I believe that is our 4th son. And we're going to go with Ali. There we go. We need to make sure... What we're going to do, we're going to make sure all of our children are being educated now. Most of them have their education traits. So we're going to make sure they're being educated by people who can actually help them. My wife can educate her. I want to educate this guy, second in line, pensive. So you know what? We'll go stewardship. I don't see learning being too helpful for us. And do we have a court tutor? Yes, we do. Tura has been our court tutor for 47 years. It's a long time. But she has literally taught us. So she was, I believe she was Farzin's teacher. And now she's teaching his children. That's how long she's been with us. Okay, they're coming in by there. Let's see if we can get a battle. If they're going to run, you know, our allies are chasing. So I guess we will as well then. There we go. Yeah, there we go. We caught them. No problem. And actually, why did we get that? 50% battle score and 62 from what we sieged. So actually, we can enforce that. And look at our kingdom now, or our duchy, I should say. It has just got way bigger. So today has been really productive for expansion. Like, not far off, to be honest with you. We've got to clean up this land up here and then a tiny bit of land down here. But today has been big. The problem is we have just picked up some vassals who are Muslim. They're not going to like us, and they're probably going to stand up in some factions. So far, you know, our land's been quite small. We've been able to have full control over who has what land. But going forward, that is no longer going to be the case. But I think this is a perfect place to leave it. Done a lot today, and tomorrow we're probably going to carry on expanding, I think. I really want to get back to you pretty soon now. We have a character that can do it. We're 44, so let's get the most out of him, you know? Next up, we have Firaz, who is nothing compared to this guy. Let's be honest. But also, yeah, if you haven't already, please also leave some suggestions about the culture we should make. Because I'm going to go for this duchy here, see? So I do want to make a culture that can hold this really well and build up in it. So any suggestions, please still let me know. And about the faith thing, a lot of people are now saying they want me to go Zunist. So we're going to form Bactria, and then we'll actually decide our faith after that. But thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.